Planning a trip can be exciting, but also a bit confusing. There are so many places to go, how do you choose? That's exactly what I'll answer in this video. And at the end, I'll go through my list of the top destinations to visit in 2024. Let's get started. Picking a destination. Picking the right travel destination is about figuring out what you really want from your trip. Do you want to relax on a sunny beach, hike through the beautiful mountains, or visit places filled with history and culture? Whatever it is, knowing your reason for traveling can help narrow down your choices. Next, think about how much you can spend. Some places are more expensive than others, and costs can add up quickly. Think about the price of flights, hotels, food, and activities. If you're on a tight budget, you'll want to look for places with cheaper accommodations or destinations closer to home. This will probably also determine how long you're spending at your destination. Safety is another big thing to think about, especially if you're traveling alone or going somewhere that's riskier. Check for any travel advisories or health guidelines for the places you're interested in. You want to make sure you can travel without any major issues. 2024 travel trends. Something that might help you narrow your choices is having a look at the different travel trends that are in place at the moment. One big trend is the rise of new places to visit. People are looking for unique experiences, so destinations that used to be less known are now getting popular. For example, in Europe, people are starting to visit cities like Ljubljana in Slovenia and Tbilisi in Georgia. These places have a lot of charm and culture, but they aren't as crowded as Paris or Rome. Another trend is about going off the beaten path. This means skipping the usual tourist spots and checking out smaller towns or the countryside. This kind of travel can be more peaceful and gives you a chance to find hidden gems. For example, instead of heading to the usual cities in Italy, you could check out Matera or Siena, which are full of history and character without the big crowds. Technology is also changing the way we travel. Now, you can use travel apps to book flights, find places to stay, or get recommendations on where to eat and what to see. Apps like Airbnb, Skyscanner, and Google Maps make it easier to plan your trip and find the best deals. You can even use apps to connect with other travelers and learn from their experiences. When I can't decide where to go, I use these apps and platforms to decide for me and add some spontaneity to my plans. Lastly, a lot of people are mixing work and travel. With more jobs allowing remote work, some travelers are taking longer trips, called workcations. This lets you stay in a place for a while and really get to know it. Countries like Portugal and Costa Rica are offering special visas to encourage this kind of travel. Top 5 travel destinations in 2024. 5. Serbia. In the past decade, Croatia has become super popular with tourists. Now, the streets of Dubrovnik and the beaches along the Dalmatian coast are packed. If you're looking for a quieter vacation in the Balkans, it's a good idea to check out some lesser-known spots. Montenegro was one of the first places to benefit from Croatia's boom, and it's now home to fancy resorts like Amman and One and Only. But there's another place that's starting to make a name for itself: Serbia. It might not have beaches, but it's got a lot to offer in other ways. Take Belgrade, for example. It's the capital of Serbia, and it's turning into a trendy place for young creatives. It's also known for having some of the best nightlife in Europe. If you prefer history, Serbia has plenty of that too, with Ottoman palaces, Orthodox churches, and even a museum dedicated to Nikola Tesla. Plus, with a new St. Regis hotel set to open in 2024, more luxury hotels are likely to follow. The real hidden treasures in Serbia are its natural landscapes and wildlife. You'll find beautiful mountains, deep gorges, rivers, and waterfalls. It's the perfect spot to get off the beaten path in 2024. 4. Quito, Ecuador. Quito is already known to adventurous travelers as the gateway to the Galapagos, but lately, it's making waves for a totally different reason: its cool architecture. This high-up city in the Andes has become a hub for striking, creative buildings, with big names like Jean Nouvel, Moshe Safdie, and Bjarke Ingels creating eye-catching structures outside the historic Old Town, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. A lot of this is thanks to support from the local Schwarzkopf family. With this focus on design, Quito now has a bunch of new exciting places to eat and stay, including boutique hotels that are both stylish and eco-friendly. The Carlota Hotel has fun wallpapers and murals that celebrate Ecuador's design heritage, along with a rooftop bar with amazing views of the volcanic hill El Panecillo. In the Old Town, there's the Illa Hotel, with a lovely courtyard that features a tiled pond. 3. Grenada, the Caribbean. When JetBlue started flying directly to Grenada in 2017, this Spice Isle started to become a hidden gem in the Caribbean. It's known for its tasty rum, delicious food, and beautiful beaches that aren't crowded with tourists. Silver Sands, a high-end hotel, opened there in 2018, and this spring, there's going to be a new Six Senses resort on 38 acres at the southern tip of the island. But there's more to Grenada than just the luxury resorts. You can wander around St. George's, the lively capital with a busy harbor, or hike through the rainforest at Grand Etang National Park. If you like scuba diving, there are plenty of tropical fish, bright coral reefs, old shipwrecks. Grenada is called the shipwreck capital of the Caribbean, and even the world's only underwater sculpture park. 2. Jeju Island, South Korea. Jeju is an island off the southern coast of South Korea that's been a favorite summer spot for people from Seoul for ages. If you've heard of Jeju, it's probably because of the Haenyeo, a community of women divers who spend hours each day underwater collecting shellfish. Well, there might be another reason. It's a popular location for romantic K-dramas, which has led to a new wave of international interest. The Seas Hotel on the southern coast of Jeju has long been the go-to luxury hotel, known for its stunning ocean views and traditional fishing village-style accommodations. But now there's some new competition. The JW Marriott Jeju Resort and Spa is a modern architectural masterpiece that sits on a volcanic cliff. It's a great spot if you want to explore Jeju's natural beauty, from waterfalls to volcanic craters, and then relax in the massive spa or soak in the outdoor hot springs. If you're planning a city trip to Seoul, going to Jeju is the perfect escape after a few days in the hustle and bustle of the city. Biarritz, France. In June, Biarritz hosted a new film festival called Nouvelle Vague, with Penelope Cruz as the guest of honor and Chanel as a sponsor. One of the movies featured at the festival was Reality, starring Sydney Sweeney. It's just one more sign that Biarritz is making a comeback. The old Regina Experimental Biarritz Hotel got a makeover, thanks to the famous designer Dorothée Milichizon, and a bunch of trendy boutique hotels like Le Garage have popped up in recent years. The southeast coast of France has always been a magnet for the rich and famous, but now Biarritz is becoming the place to be for some fashionable fun in the sun. I hope you've gotten some travel inspiration from this video. If so, I'd really appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe for more travel videos like this.